There are a variety of consequences if you are working less hours than what is mentioned on your COS. That is your certificate of sponsorship, which is a contract between you, your employer and sponsor, and the Home Office. Now, there would be no adverse consequences if you are working less than the hours you're supposed to work, maybe because you are on sick leave, you're on maternity, or you are taking time off work for an allowable reason, and the Home Office is aware of this, because it is a duty of the employer to notify the Home Office to the sponsor management system with regards to what is happening with your employment contract. On the other hand, if you are working less hours for reasons that are not allowable, then the consequences can be severe on both you, the employee, as well as the employer. A skilled worker migrant can work in the UK only on a full-time contract. There is no requirement for you to work on a part-time contract. And that is essentially why your certificate of sponsorship indicated that you will be working on a full-time basis. If you are working less than those hours, it implies that your employer is not in compliance with their sponsor license duties. And that is a contravention which, if known by the Home Office, will lead to a revocation of their sponsor license. It also implies that the sponsor, your employer, is not in compliance with their duty and not providing a genuine vacancy. Genuineness is one of the requirements for holding a sponsor license and for making a vacancy open to migrant workers. Now, if you have notified the Home Office as an employer that there is a full-time employment role for the employee being sponsored, and later on you find that the employee is working less than those hours, the Home Office would imply that the vacancy was not genuine, and that would lead to revocation of their sponsor license and obviously a curtailment of your visa as the employee. And if you are still working less hours than what you're supposed to be doing and nothing has happened so far, it means the employer or sponsor has not been in compliance with their reporting duty. The key reporting duty is to notify the Home Office again through the SMS of any change of circumstances with regards to the employment contract with the sponsored employees. And if the Home Office discovers that this change of circumstances has not been reported, the sponsor license of your employer will be revoked and your skilled worker migrant visa will be curtailed. To avoid any of the consequences, you as the employee now should start looking for an alternative employer to provide you with a genuine and full-time employment in the UK. It is advisable to do that now to avoid being told when it is too late, when you may not even have a 60-day notice in order to find a new employer. Everything is telling us that your employer is not a genuine employer. If the employer was a genuine employer, they would have full-time vacancy for you.